Good morning, world. Beautiful day outside. It's raining. I don't know if you can see the rain behind me, but it's raining today. And I figured this was a perfect opportunity to show you all what I was talking about with the shed or the building, the water, how it comes in. So I'm gonna show you that. But before I do, I'm gonna go check on these babies. And I'm actually getting some tanks together for some new arrivals. The babies are getting big. Growing nicely. Okay. These are my the remnants of my green project. Actually gonna give them a tank cleaning today and some soaking, so I'll let you guys see that. And right now, like I said, I'm actually working on cleaning out these two tanks here for our two new arrivals. Okay, so what I just did is I sprayed out both tanks with mite spray after vacuuming them out. And this piece actually came off when I was moving the tanks into the shed originally. So I'm gonna wood glue this back. Then I'm going to scrub down, well actually I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna scrub down both of these tanks entirely with a bleaching water solution. Let that air out a little bit. Then I'm going to wood glue this back in. I'll scrub this piece when I scrub these tanks. I'll just scrub this by itself and let it dry out. But I'm gonna let this dry out, air out. I just put new UVB bulbs in both of them. And I still have to get a heat bulb for this one. I have a heat bulb. I have like 100 heat bulbs, but I just have to go get it out of the building. But this is actually my favorite model of tank that I've built. I've built like 4 different versions of the same tank, essentially, 3-footers and 4-footers. But this one's my favorite model. Because in this one I put 2 incandescent fixtures on both sides, so that way you can make either side the hot or cold side, or if you wanted to, you could have your heat fixture in one incandescent your heat bulb in one incandescent fixture, and you could have your coil UVB bulb in this other fixture just to add that extra UVB light. What I'm gonna do this time around though is when I build the new tanks, it'll have a similar build. And I want to have this option also because just in case it gets too cold, I can always put a ceramic heat bulb in here and let that come on and cut on at night. Usually when I would do my tanks, I'd set it up like you see now. I'd have a heat bulb in one, on one side, a fluorescent 24-inch fixture directly in the middle, and that's pretty much how I would set up my tanks prior. But now with my rebuild, I don't know if you all have seen the time-lapse sketch of the new tank idea I have, but now with my rebuild, I want to make things a little more high-tech. I want a little more tech in my tanks. Not that that's really necessary, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. But anyway, I know a lot of you have been asking, and the reason I'm talking about the tank so much is because, as you know, we had the dragons hatch. I have about 6 more dragons on the way so far, and with that being said, we're going to need housing for all the dragons coming. So what I plan to do, as I told you all before, is I'm going to refurbish all the tanks that I already have and put dragons in them as I need to. But once I have those tanks refurbished, and maybe even before I have those tanks refurbished, depending upon the timeline that I'm on with getting the shed or the building refurbished, if I'm able to get the building refurbished fast enough, then maybe I can just go straight to building my new concept, my new tanks, because I want new tanks for the new building. All right, that's how I'm feeling. Brand new, baby. We gonna act brand new. But yeah, so talking about all that and saying all that to say, I released a time-lapse video of a new tank sketch idea. If you haven't checked that out, you should check that out. I'll link it in the description for you guys. But I'm about to start building new tanks, and everyone's always asking, am I going to do a tank, how to build your own custom enclosure video? Yeah! What? Man, I've been wanting to do the video since I started building tanks, because that was one of the hardest things for me when I was getting started, was figuring out, how to build my own enclosures. You know what I mean? It's nothing more rewarding than building your own enclosure to me in this hobby, except for hatching your own animals. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna do a tank video for y'all, how to build your own tank. I'm gonna do various videos on how to build your own tank. I want to make it a really detailed series. I really want to get into tank building commercially. I don't want to say commercially, but tank building professionally, like building tanks for other people. And that's what I'm going to say for now, so I don't have the words. But I want to get into building and selling tanks myself. But I would love to educate you all and walk you all through the process and help you be able to build your own tank and save that money. You know what I mean? And trust me, I understand the struggle. That's how I came up. So, you know, keep your eyes open for that, you know. And also, in just a few days, we're going to have somebody out, a professional, good friend of the family, a good friend of mine, is going to be out. And he's going to take a look at the building, and he is going to let me know exactly, you know, what I'm working with and what I need to do. I noticed today that the smaller building, the side building, the one we haven't really started working on yet, has a small leak. So probably going to need to get some work done on the roof, get the roof fixed up, touched up or whatever. But yeah, I'm excited to get into it, y'all. I hope y'all excited. I hope I'm not boring y'all with all this cleaning I'm doing. I'm promising you it's going to pay off in the long run. Once that all comes together and we start filling it up with dragons, we're gonna really get a lot of stuff done in that building, and I'm gonna give y'all a lot of good content, you know what I mean, and really get detailed into things. So yeah, anyway, like I said, that's what I'm working on right now. Getting these tanks together right quick so I can put our 2 new arrivals in it. About to give these babies a bath. Like I said, I'll let you all see that when I give them a soak, but they're coming along great. And I'm gonna show you real quick the water that's coming into the shed and how it's coming in, okay? All right, so like I said, it's raining hard. I'm not even gonna say really hard, but it's been raining all day since yesterday. Okay, so right here, right now, it's not really bad. But if you look, you can see where the water. Okay, yeah, this is actually perfect. See, the water is coming in here and then coming all the way around and puddling up. And even puddling up to back here. Okay? And that's why I had to do so much cleaning of the floors initially to get all that dirt out, because the dirt is washing in with the water and then settling on the floor. Okay, so we have a solution for this problem. No worries, it's nothing but some work, baby. That's all it is. That's all it is some work. Never neglect the progress of a baby step. You hear me? All right, that's Kendrick. I ain't gonna keep giving y'all. I gotta get your own playlist. But yeah, never neglect the progress of a baby step. And that's all we're doing. We're taking baby steps, and it all adds up in the end. Soon we'll be sprinting through this thing. You hear me? So I got a temporary solution for this, not a permanent solution. When my friend comes over, he'll help me come up with a permanent solution. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, I'm gonna get the temporary solution going, get these floors re-cleaned, and hey, it ain't nothing but some work, like I said. So that's that problem. It's actually a lot worse right here for this building. You can see the puddling already, and it's basically just the way that the land is sloping. You know, this house is a fairly older home. It's not a new home at all. It was recently remodeled or renovated in 2012, I believe. But you know, a quick renovation isn't an in-depth scale of the house and making sure that everything is, you know, perfect. You know what I mean? So, but everything is perfect though. That's the irony of it. Everything is perfect. I really have no complaints, y'all. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? Been waking up with a broke back and sore shoulders, and I just can't stop smiling about it. You hear me? It's love. So anyway, again, showing you this, just how this water is seeping in, and we haven't even gotten this room yet. It's not as bad in the sense of how it comes in. It comes in a lot more, but the way it comes in through the middle and then drifts out. Whereas the other one, it puddles all around the wall, which could be a huge problem. Either way, both of them have to get solved. And I don't know if you can see where this lawnmower is wet, but right there is a small leak coming in. One thing I will say though, you know, it is all just work. But beyond work, you know, some of these things obviously I'm not gonna be able to do myself. And beyond work, it's money. You know what I mean? So, needless to say, I know that my pockets will be giving up a lot sooner than I do. So with that being said, I'm planning to do a blowout sale, a huge sale on the website. I'm working on the website right now, revamping it, putting new information on the website, get it up to date, you know, so that it can match the channel, match the Instagram, etc., so forth and so on. I'll put links to all of those in the descriptions as well. But yeah, I'm gonna do a big blowout sale. I'm gonna order a huge amount of repeshi. Matter of fact, how amazing would it be if I just filled this room up with repeshi? I don't even know if I have enough money left to fill this room up with repeshi. Yeah, I definitely gotta get my funds up if I wanna make this project come to fruition anytime soon. So, I'm gonna do a big blowout sale on the website. I'll give you all more details in a future video. But we're probably gonna do like, I don't know, maybe like 25% off. And I don't know, maybe even something better than that. I'm gonna have you know, a bunch of repeshi. I got some new repeshi. I can't wait till it comes in. It's gonna be here this week. I'm gonna show you this new seasonal repeshi we got. Oh my God, it looks good. Make me want to eat it. Don't eat it. But whatever the case, yeah, so I'm gonna do a huge blowout sale. So when I do that, like I said, I'll give you all more details. I'll announce that. And like I said, we can get the work done. But you know, I want to say again, man, thank you all for being so patient, waiting for me to return and get back to my, you know, my passion. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for supporting me and allowing me to be able to do what I'm doing. The reality of it is, you know, I couldn't do what I'm doing if I didn't have you all support. You know, everybody who goes on the site, buys products, everybody who subscribes to the channel, shares our videos, leaves comments on the page. We love you, man. We appreciate you. All right, so I got my bleaching water, and I'm about to go ahead and start scrubbing out these tanks right quick so that they can go ahead and start airing out and drying out so that we can put our new arrivals in. And while that's airing out and drying out, I want to get the babies up there soaking, get their tank clean, and get them in a new tank. In case you know what I'm talking about, that's the babies up there in that tank right there. That's a 3-footer. This is 2 4-footers. Okay, so yeah, gonna go ahead and get to work on this. I'll talk to you guys once I get those babies soaking. All right, so I got the bottom tank all scrubbed out. Gonna let this air out, dry out, vacuum it one more time. Meanwhile, I'm gonna get the scrubbing on this tank here. This one isn't that bad, but still wanna scrub it out, make sure it's completely cleaned out before I put any new dragons in here. Okay, so I'll go ahead and scrub this one. Like I said, I'll talk to you guys once I'm done scrubbing these tanks and I'm soaking the babies. You know, we'll chop it up then. Okay, so I got the tank clean. Spick and span. And they're pretty much dried out. Yep, they're all dried out, aired out. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and glue this piece that came off. I also clean this piece. I'm gonna go ahead and glue this piece back down. Now, normally I'd use wood glue, but today I'm gonna be using some Gorilla Glue. Can you see that? Yeah, Gorilla Glue, because I don't have any wood glue, and I'm kind of pressed for time. Okay, but yeah, gonna use this, and this should hold. Should be fine. All right. Okay, so I got the Gorilla Glue on, and I'm just gonna simply push this back into place. Okay. Hold this here for a little bit. Gorilla Glue adheres pretty quick, so I'm gonna just hold this here for a second so that it can dry a little bit, and then go about my business. I put this in here to keep the dragons from being able to get to the glass. Helps prevent them from trying to escape. Alright, so I have these 4 babies I hatched out not too long ago. I actually have recorded a video, but somehow I managed to delete majority of the footage. But don't worry, I'm going to give you all the proper introduction today when I soak them and give them a bath and clean their enclosure. As you can see, it's quite a mess. Okay, doesn't take them long to make it look like this, but they're doing really well. And these are the remainder from the of my green project. So like I said, I'll give you guys a proper introduction in a second. Once I soak them, you can get a better look at them in a better light. So, without further ado, this right here, this is a hypotrans. Hypo, remember, meaning hypomelanistic, lack of dark pigmentation. The giveaway being those white nails. See those white nails? Trans, translucency, blue belly. Guy has all black eyes. See him? Okay, and he's also a VS, which is a visual stripe. Okay, so I'm trying to show you his back. It's gonna be kind of hard to see because he's in shade. Okay, now this is not a genetic stripe. This is a visual stripe, okay? And he is from my green project. Give you a little history on these dragons. These dragons are completely my line, meaning I produce both the mom and dad of all these dragons, okay? So this is from my green line project. My green line lives on. I'll show you guys a little footage that I did manage to save or didn't delete from when they were hatching. You know, long story short, I had these eggs at the, right around the time it was time to move. The female laid them like a month before it was time for us to move. I started incubating them. I was originally going to just freeze them and throw them away. But I was like, no, it's a green project, pairing. And the pairing, I had done it a while ago and wasn't sure if they had took, but obviously it did. Then of course we had to move. I had to move the incubator with the eggs in it. That didn't go very well. Long story short, I had 5 eggs remain out of about, I want to say it was probably about 15 eggs. I had 5 eggs remaining and 5 dragons hatched out. Only 4 dragons survived. And like I said, I'll show you some footage from when they first hatched out. Let you see the dragon that didn't make it. It was a beautiful dragon too, hypertrans, but it died about a day out of the incubator. Here we are now. And I probably will be keeping all of these dragons until they grow up and I see their true color. Because like I said, this is part of my green project. This was something I was very passionate and still am very passionate about. So I'm really excited to know that the green project lives on with these guys. And like I said, this guy's in shade, going into his first shade already. He's a big boy. You can see the green. Of course, this has a lot to do with the translucency, but it also has a lot to do with my breeding as well. Because unlike a lot of dragons that are translucent, especially citrus, they drop the green as they get older. Mines don't really do that. They retain it. But like I said, I haven't got to that iguana or grass green, but I'm getting pretty close. And this was definitely an indicator of that. So like I said, again, I'm really excited to know that I'll be able to continue this project, but let me go ahead and move forward with the next ones. Okay, the rest are all hypos, okay? And a little skittish there, come here. And this one right here is actually the smallest out of the clutch. I don't know if you can see her color. And I'm saying her, but I haven't sexed it. Okay. But a really nice coloration to it. Okay. Here's another hypo. Now, after growing them out and seeing how they color up, who's who, what's what, I might let 1 or 2 of them go. I really like this one. This is a hypo. It's the lightest one out of all of them. And I'm going to get you guys, I'm going to try to get you guys a better angle so you can see these guys a little bit better. So those are the Fantastic Four. Like I said, the true LOZ babies that we have here. All right. Out of these, I know that I will be definitely keeping this male. Well, I'm not even saying that I know that I definitely. I don't know who I'm definitely keeping, really, honestly. But I think I'm going to be keeping this male. I did sex this one. I do know that this one's a male, so I think I'll be keeping this hypotrans male, and maybe one or two of the females, maybe all three of the females. I don't even know if these are females. I don't even know why I keep calling them females. Don't ask me. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep them and see how they grow up, like I said, and color up, so that way I can make sure that I don't let go of anything that will really be useful to the project. Okay. So anyway, let me try to get you guys a better view. Nothing crazy going on here. You know what I'm saying? It's just working, like I said, the my green project, trying to, you know, selectively breed dragons of a certain color, but, you know, obviously there's no green dragons to work with. I'm trying to create something here, so gotta have a little vision, a little imagination. But there they are, all right? So let me go ahead and let these guys finish soaking. I'm gonna go ahead and get these guys' enclosures cleaned out and put them back in, and I'm gonna call it a wrap for today's video, guys. Quick little gem for you. It is very, very crucial for you to soak in mist your hatchlings, okay? They need that that moisture, that water, that hydration, okay? They need it, so. Soaking on a regular basis and misting on a daily basis, you know, once a day, twice a day is good, all right? Okay, so quick little breeder hack for you guys. I was looking at the tanks. I had the two sticks in there for them to get up on and bask. And like I said, I wanted to keep it simple, but I felt like that wasn't quite enough. I did want to kind of offer some kind of hide in another area for them to climb on and bask. So what I did is I just simply cut an egg crate and put it in there. They can hide under it, they can climb on it and bask, etc. Okay, simple, easy. I'm sure most of you keep roaches or superworms or some other feeder and probably use or recycle egg crates all the time. So, you know, if aesthetics isn't a huge thing to you, you need something temporary maybe, or you just want something that's quick and easy when it comes to cleaning, because you can just simply throw these away and put another one in. They're cheap. Egg crates work, you know. Repurposing things really comes in handy in this hobby. You gotta be creative, you gotta be imaginative sometimes to get things done. So just a quick little hack for you guys. Like I said, egg crates, I use them for all kinds of things, and we actually sell them on the website. So if you need some, go to the website, links in the description, and you know, purchase some. But egg crates, quick hack. And as you see, went straight up to it, no problem. It works great for hatchlings especially, because, you know, if you're breeding dragons and you're selling babies and stuff, you know, a lot of the things that you're using, you're not going to need once all the babies are sold. You know what I mean? So disposable props and things like that make life a lot easier, especially when it comes to cleaning, because if you have multiple dragons in one tank, they can quickly, quickly trash an enclosure and the props and cover them with, you know, feces. So it's a lot easier to just throw it away as opposed to having to scrub it, soak it, let it dry and air out and all of that. But yep, everybody's in their enclosures, okay? Everybody's enclosures is clean. Everyone has soaked and had some water today. And I'd say it's been a good day. Well, once again, I appreciate you all for checking in and watching the video. Keep your eyes and ears peeled for that big sale we're going to be having soon in the store on all of our items, repeshi, all of our fan accessories, etc. And of course, keep your eyes peeled for the next video, because we are still working on the building, going to have it ready and right soon. right? But like I said, and like I always say, peace, love, pagonas. I'll check you all in the next video.